Early voting results show a last-minute candidate beat a longtime City of Gaffney Council member, and another newcomer is headed to a heated runoff with a familiar name. The local newspapers are calling Tuesday's municipal elections in Cherokee County historic. Our Ben Hoover is joining us live from Gaffney City Hall. So Ben, write-in candidates historically have a pretty tough time getting elected, especially against a familiar name. So what are people saying made the difference last night? I think we all have some suspicions.
Yeah, there is a specific answer for this one, Amy. It came down to this, a controversial vote back in June when Gaffney City Council members voted to give themselves a 54% raise, and they did not tell the public about that vote in advance. Now, that set the stage for the two write-in candidates we'll be talking about tonight who went toe-to-toe with two incumbents. Both tell me that vote and the public outcry was really the moment when they decided to give it a run. The number of write-in candidates reflected clearly in the long list of unofficial results posted on the windows at voter registration today. Employees had to closely follow rules that account for candidate name variances on the ballots, like misspellings and nicknames. In Gaffney City Council District 3, write-in candidate Monita Dawkins is the unofficial winner over longtime Councilman Bernard Smith, who has raised some issue with some write-in votes but has not officially filed a challenge. In District 4, last-minute candidate Steph Smith won enough votes to force a runoff in 2 weeks against another familiar name on council, Charles Montgomery. For both first-time candidates, it came down to voters' outrage over the lack of transparency.
Everybody know that, we had concerns that the city council voted themselves a 54% raise, and that wasn't discussed with the voters.
I think it's the result and the aftermath of that. A lot of people were upset, and instead of saying, here's how this is going to benefit you, us getting a raise, they said, well, we deserve it.
Steph Smith's runoff opponent did not return our multiple phone calls today. We also stopped by his radio station. He's a radio host, and he was not there. I spoke with Monita Dawkins' opponent, Bernard Smith, over the phone today. He works out of town. He says he is weighing his options as far as it comes to potentially filing a challenge. If he does choose to do that, he would have to do that by Friday when voter registration will meet and certify those votes. We're live in Gaffney. Ben Hoover, 7 News.
So Ben, a quick question for you. What was the turnout like? When people get fired up and feel strongly, they show up. Was the turnout higher than they expected?
Not really. I mean, this is the vote tallies were sometimes in the 50s, sometimes in the 70s. So there were a lot of races, but in 2 weeks, this is interesting to note, Amy, those write-in candidates, when they were voted on yesterday at the ballots, they had to actually type in their names. But for that runoff in 2 weeks, those candidates their name will officially be on the ballot. So that should make it interesting.
All right, we'll see what happens, Ben. We'll be following it. Thank you.